What's up, fellow Clashers? It's Apollyon here, and we're going to do a little something different. It's been done before by other YouTubers, but you guys have been asking for fails and stuff like that. So we're going to do the cleanup attack. So we're going to show you a fail on a base, and then we're going to show you, and I was able to show you the same exact army comp, or at least strategy, so it actually works out even better. I think I might do another one, and maybe you guys can tell me what you like, whether you'd like to see a fail and then a cleanup with a completely different attack, or just a tweak attack like you're going to see right here. So anyway, we're going to watch Huck go in on their number 2 with a shattered GoVaHofor, and he's going to bring a quad quake in it, and he's going to come in from the 8 o'clock and 7 o'clock position. So he starts funneling with his minions up top there. Just, you know, takes out some of the buildings for free, for cheap. It's always good to do that kind of stuff. It helps with the cleanup at the end. Then throw some minions on the bottom. Again, it's that really free, cheap cleanup. Now the problem here is this quad quake, I'm not going to bust out the tools, but you see what the quad quake opens. It does save him on 3 wall breakers, potentially 4. But the problem is you only have about 30% of the base open here, maybe even a little less, because you don't really want your troops going all the way down to the 6 o'clock and wrapping around. It really does, it traps them there, and it doesn't give them any value. So I would say that the base is about 25% open, and that's not a very good value for a quad quake. It takes 2 spell slots, and you know, it doesn't really give you too much to work with. So the funneling beginning is good. Quad quake, I think, is where the big fail came in, quad quaking that specific spot. Also, I don't think he gets any of the double giant bombs, so or even giant bombs, any of the bombs at all. So that's a problem as well. So drops his own golem, drops his clan castle golem in just a second, and they're going to be starting to route in there. Funneling is done very, very nicely. Lava Hound comes in here. His golems are just getting pounded, but the Valkyries are thrown in there. He has no rage for his clan castle, so or for his troops, for his kill squad. So he's just, you know, gonna go ahead and run around. These Valkyries have already started to run. They've split up. The one in the top corner are doing nothing but banging on walls, getting hit by wizard towers. So splash damage, it doesn't do a lot real fast, but it does a lot over time, and they are almost dead at this point. So they've accomplished absolutely nothing. They are wrapping towards the bottom there. I don't think I saw any giant bombs being triggered. So now it's time to send in the hogs. That Lava Hound is doing some serious damage to his kill squad, taking them out systematically. And they did wrap around the bottom. So you see they're stuck there, and they're banging on walls and buildings and stuff like that. So his kill squad is pretty much over at this spot. His queen is just about to go down now, as she does. So the king is still up, but that's it. I mean, and a 1 wizard and very little cleanup troops. 1 more heal left with almost a handful of hogs to push through a good portion of the base with an expo, 3 or 4 point defenses, a couple splash defenses, and they're just not going to be able to make it, as he has to use that last heal there. And we're just about done. They have fizzled out. That Golemite's going to be walking around, and it will get taken out. And the rest of the base is, the rest of the attack is just the king walk, doing a king walk around the base. And you know, even if there was another minute left, he still wouldn't have cleaned up. Those point defenses would have definitely taken him out in time with the Teslas, the Archer Tower, a cannon, and the Expo. Too much damage, especially when he has to pound through the wall. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the attack that did 3-star it. Lang Bang comes in here, same basic army composition, shattered GoVaHofor, a little less Valkyries, I think, but look where he quad quakes. Now, obviously it does not get him into the base, but you know, as far as quad quake go, that opens up way more than half the base. As soon as he wall breaks into that first compartment, he's going to come in from the 6 to 4 o'clock positions with his 2 golems. And I mean, he even has access to his town hall and in that compartment in there. So really, it's about 60% of that base that's open or accessible to him. And he can really make that push with those beefy heroes. Now, he does have a little bit higher heroes than Huck, but not so significant that it actually changed the outcome of the battle. It's really just the entrance and what he does. He also trips giant bombs here, the double giant bomb set, which if you can, it's fantastic. The other one, They didn't trip them, but they eliminated them, so it's the same effect. But he sends in his wall breakers there. There they go. They're down. And it's a successful break, and also spent a lot less time with the funneling. If you can get away with that, that's great. Sends a Valkyrie. Now he brings 2 rages, and spoiler alert, he's going to swag a rage. So not even necessary. I like to bring 1 rage, 2 heals, 1 for my Valkyrie and 1 for the Hogs, or 2 for the Hogs as far as the heals go. But he's going to go ahead, trigger those that double giant bomb there, and he can start sending in the Hogs as that enemy queen is down. The Lava Hound is just about down. The Queen is in rage, firing at them. Turns into pups, but he's able to go ahead and send the Hogs in from the top and the bottom. Very nice, especially while that kill squad was up at or down at the bottom to tank for him. His kill squad is still tanking. There's not too much left, but that golem is still tanking a couple point defenses, and that golem, the other golem, is full. So he's going to get quite a bit out now. He's done with his heals, so really these Hogs have got to make a push. He does have a Queen that's full out with her ability and a rage as well, and a couple wizards. These Hogs are still pushing through, so they're going to go ahead. He's got quite a bit of them left. Fortunately, they don't have hit any giant bombs or anything like that. They will finally take out that point defense and then finish off this wizard tower with wizards cleaning up right by them. So he has a couple of Hogs left over, but he's got a full Queen with her ability, and all the bottom is completely taken out. So it really doesn't matter too much how many Hogs he has left, because they don't have to jump anywhere. These wizards would have done the same thing. The Hogs are kind of inconsequential at this spot. So we'll fast forward. Everybody's doing cleanup. He has a full golem still, so he still had a part of his cleanup squad. They did have a little pesky builder hut on the bottom there. Always save an extra, minion or archer or barbarian for that. But very, very nice attack. And just a little bit of a tweak. So same army composition with the different result, coming in a different way and deploying a little bit differently. So very, very nice attack. Very nice first attack too. But it just shows that you could tweak it a little bit and make a difference. Now we'll go ahead and show you a Town Hall 8 cleanup attack as well. All right, it's not very often that we fail too much at Town Hall 8, so I'm very, very fortunate to be able to catch this attack, and as well as get a second attack that uses the exact same strategy. So we're going to go ahead and check this failed attack, which was still a very nice attack. 3 heals, 2 poisons. I think it's the exact same composition that the other attacker uses to get the 3-star. Maybe I can't imagine changing. Maybe a little less Hogs, but the same, almost the exact same thing. So very, very simple lore. Has 2 poisons, which we're going to use right here, and we'll get rid of it. He only has 1 barbarian, so he's going to have to use a double poison. Did not plan to use, that barbarian wizard kill. So all right, double finger drop. Uses the king to drop in there. Tank for these Hogs. They go flying, loses 6 automatically to spring traps right there. Uses his first heal, he loses 2 more, so he's already lost 8 Hogs, which is quite a bit. It's almost the max amount of Hogs you can lose out of 3 spring traps. So they're continuing to move down. Drops a second heal in there. Still has a bunch more Hogs to deploy. There we go. They're deployed down there. And those Skelly traps and King are banging on those poor Hogs. And he has no more heals after this, so he heals up this that last set in a double and a giant bomb spot, and we are finishing up on these last couple of defenses. Has quite a bit of Hogs, but look at that. That was the end of the raid. Those Skelly traps do damage on your Hogs, and they whittle it down. And when you hit a giant bomb with no heal, it is all over. So I think we see what the end of this is. All these wizards are going to try to get in there, but this king is still up, and he's going to be able to systematically take each one of these lower tier mobs and get rid of them. So we are not going to have a 3-star here. Very, very close one. I think we're talking a very high. They'll probably get the Town Hall here too, huh? So he will get a very high percentage. Oh, they actually do knock out the king as well. So he gets a 99%, so not too much to do different there. That was a crushed base. If he didn't hit that last giant bomb or heal just a little bit higher. So let's go ahead and check out the cleanup on that attack, which, you know what, if it's not broken and you can get a 99%, then don't fix it. You know, just tweak it a little bit. Don't change it up completely. So Doc is going to bring, I think, 1 hog less and 1 wizard more, and change it a little bit. But he still has his 2 poisons, so he automatically knows where the giant bomb is. So look at this, bing, bang, boom, takes out 2 giant bomb spots right there with an investment of about 9 hogs, which is fantastic. So he trips the clan castle, can poison that, and trips 2 giant bombs. I always tell you, 2 giant bombs down, the base is crushed at Town Hall 8. There's nothing more that these people can do to defend their base. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward this poison, the double poison on the clan castle, and we'll go ahead and watch the slaughter. He still deploys his king down there to tank for these hogs and those skelly traps. I think this king will go ahead and live this time, though, because those hogs took out those point defenses really quickly. So all he has to do is basically heal at the crucial spots for these hogs and keep them alive, and hope he doesn't lose too many to the spring traps. But Jelmer, you know, he had about 10 to 12 hogs left over at the end, even losing a bunch to spring traps. So there we go with the heal there that misses the bottom hogs, gets the top hogs. It's all right. It's no big deal. He still has 1 more heal left over. They'll graze that second heal, and then the last one, they will be standing in it as they finish up, or almost finish up. Just have to worry about a wizard tower. Have to worry about that cannon. And they trip the giant bomb up top next to the town hall. So this is completely crushed. Look at this. 24 seconds left. And yeah, it's all about just a little different deployment and taking out those giant bombs first initially before the raid even the main raid even got started. So that's how you do a cleanup attack. Don't need to reinvent the wheel. Don't need to change it up completely and go Dragloon or GoHo or GoVaHofor. You can do it, but if you got somebody that hits 99% for you, find out where that last percent is and tweak it and get rid of it. Same thing that Lang Bang did with the Town Hall 9 attack. If you got somebody that gets in the high 80s, low 90s attack and just barely misses a couple things, just tweak it a little bit. So hopefully this helped you out. Let me know if you'd rather see these type of things, or if you want to see somebody hitting a base with a completely different attack and changing it up. I like to tweak a little bit better because I think if you can learn from your mistake and learn from what went wrong and then just make it a little bit better, it's so much more stable to get that 3-star instead of coming in with a completely different strategy. But everybody plays differently, and there's no right or wrong answer. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you're able to learn from these type of things, learn from these cleanup attacks, and go ahead and practice them. Go watch in your clan wars, watch the failures that are done when you do your cleanups and figure out what you can do a little bit better and optimize your attacks and deployments. Get your 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.